is for NAT entity and one it is for host only.
Hmm.
So what I need to do if I want to through which I configure the IP in management port.
We'll discuss. We'll see. First, I'll check that after this end of the session. You share your screen. I'll check that first. Then we can decide like what happened.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, Rohit. Karan this side.
Yeah.
Can today you after the end of the session, can you tell us how to set up the lab for further practice?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Today or yesterday batch, did somebody has joined newly? And I didn't see the name Hilal Vain.
Your voice is not audible.
I think Rohit, you are mute.
Yeah, Rohit is on mute.
Yeah, I haven't started it. Wait.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Can we start, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today we'll be discussing about the administrator accounts, managing the administrator account. Before that, like this is your lab setup, which has been official training partner is there, like Palo Alto Cognis SAS is the official partner of the Palo Alto training partner. So they have set up the lab in this way. Uh, so the lab modules, what I'm going to give is like it will be working in this manner only. They will be having the firewall here and uh, okay, so we'll be discussing later on this, like why the setup is like this. When we will be doing the lab modules in this manner only, like this applications extranet is working and servers are connected to the firewall. And here you can able to see like it is like Ethernet and it is connected management and Ethernet is connected to the same device, whether it would get conflict or not. The normal interface and the management interface has connected to the same device, but same network segment. So whether it will get conflict or not. Guys, anybody?
Sir, please come again.
Here extranet, this is the range. Okay, this is 192.168.0.0/24. This is the range, and it is Ethernet 1/1 and management interface are both are in the same network segment. Like anybody can able to access the management interface port. The user, those who are connected. This I'm talking about this client. Is this guy can access this both the thing?
They are in same segment.
I think
Yeah,
there will
they
be
have the
no
same
conflict.
reason. Who said the answer? I just want the name.
Vivek.
Wait. Yeah. So any reason behind that why it is not getting conflicted?
Because it is like having multiple links over the same network, so it will not affect like anything. Yeah, that the user should be authentic user, like admin. So because
No, Vivek. Actually, if I am
Maybe management
if I am
configuration based.
interviewer, I'll not agree with this answer.
okay,
You will be asking this scenario in the interview. Why
okay.
why I draw this scenario in the sense. Definitely, they'll going to ask you this question. Like this isn't some like it is called as a tricky question, correct? It is in the same network segment, but it will not conflict. The answer is correct. It will not conflict. But why? You should be knowing the reason, right?
Because sir, management is a different zone. It's not included with firewalls zone. Maybe
Maybe management have
If
running
it is in same
configuration.
zone,
means it's a firewalls.
no
virtual
guys,
port.
no guys. That is what I said. This is the reason you should read after the class.
Do
Uh,
both the interfaces on firewall have the
normal
same IP
interface.
address?
Normal interface will run on which plane, and management interface will run on which plane.
Okay, control plane and data plane.
Yes, yes, yes. This is the reason. This is a tricky question. Why I draw this diagram? Because of these things will be asked in the interview. Okay. So if you set the answer exactly like this in the manner, so they'll think that like interviewer will think that yeah, you know this thing.
Okay.
Okay. So this is our lab diagram also, like what modules I'm giving, which is given by official Paloalto. So the lab will work, lab setup is in the same diagram manner, and it works in this pattern only. Okay. One interface is connected to ISP, and one is Ethernet 1/1. This is management interface 1/2, 1/3, and it is connected to the server. And you will be doing the lab in this pattern only. And today I'll show you the lab manual also.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So today we are discussing about the topic. It's management interface, administrator control, correct? So why the administrator control is very important in the security, as you think about the security part, why it is very important? Why admin is very important?
Because Rohit, admin has all the access to like to processes. They can change the policy. They can like edit the change and the
So
configuration.
when we talk about the admin controls, we have two types. Like one is super admin and another one is device administrator. Super admin in the sense like, and one is
like senior
device
like
administrator. Okay. So super admin will be having all the rights. Like he'll be having the root access, and he can add the another admin. If you are a super admin, and if you want some other guy has joined your organization again, and if you want to add that admin into your firewall, then again the it has super admin only has the rights to add another admin. If you are if I have given you a device administrator privilege, some of the like you can create the policy, you can configure everything like, but some of the features will not work for the device administrator. You can't, and even you can't add the admin in this firewall. Okay, this is the only two types which we have, like super admin and device administrator. And when it comes to the authentication method, like there are three types of authentication. Okay, one is local, second one is external, okay, and third one is MFA. Can anybody tell what is MFA?
multi-factor authenticator.
Yeah, you guys are good at this elaborating the things, right? With and in local uh, authentication, like there are like there will be like local database, and another method is like without local database, correct? Did you understand this thing, like local database and without local database?
Local database
Yes,
is
sir.
like database of the device, right?
Hmm.
Which is
And
and
in I'll come to that point. And in external there is an LDAP configuration, radius configuration, TACACS configuration. These are the external kind of things, right, where we can authenticate to the firewall, correct? And in
yes.
multi-factor authentication, as you know, like we are using some of the multi-factor authenticator like M365, Microsoft Office 365 authenticator, and Okta. You might have heard about this name, Okta.
Yes, yes.
This
Okay.
is there are some of the multi-factor authenticator which is allowed in the Palo Alto firewall. Not every multi-factor authenticator is allowed in this. Some of the company multi-factor authenticator is Palo Alto tie up with this. With that only you can do the multi-factor authentication, and again you have to do the configuration. Okay, firewall will not understand each and every aspect. Based on your requirement, based on your organization requirement, you have to configure this thing. Local, if you want local authentication, external authentication, and multi-factor authentication. Local authentication, again, it comes under two different types, like with database or without database. And external, you can log in with, you can configure the radius server, you can configure TACACS, you can configure LDAP, many more things, correct? Local database, in the sense, there will be like only username and password, correct? Username, password, which will be stored in the firewall. Correct. Without database in the sense how you are creating, like you will be creating only the username. Password you will not keep configure. You will keep it as empty. And again, for without database login, you are like configuring this the user details in the local database. There is an option in the Palo Alto firewall. You have to create the local database, and again you have to log into that. Correct. Did you get this point? Like with database or without database?
No, I didn't understand without database.
Sorry, I said it vice versa. So without database in the sense the username and password kind of thing. Okay. The firewall which you are configuring at the initial stage, admin. After that, you will be configuring the local username and password, right? You can able to log in to CLI or anything. Like with you will be configuring the username and password in that, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that is without database. And with database, you will be configuring the local database profile. In that, you have to without like with database, you are creating a profile with a username. Password will be empty. And again, in the local database profile, guys, someone is disturbing the backend. Can you mute? So with database, like you will be creating a profile with a username and password will be empty. Again, you will be going to the local database section and you will be creating a profile with the same username and the details will be added over there. That is with database configuration. Still, you are getting confused.
Yeah, I don't understand without database.
Without database, like you will be that will be stored in the firewall. Like
Local
root
database also
authentication
with,
kind of.
No, local with database also will be stored in only firewall, correct? If we go local with database, that will be stored in the firewall only, right? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Tell me.
So my question is local with database, that will also store in the firewall, right? And local without database is also storing in the firewall. Then what is the difference?
Local without database is stored in the firewall in the sense you are creating the without in the sense you will be creating username and password directly. Correct. With database, you will be creating the username, and again you have to map that local database user with that profile. Then only you are able to log in.
Okay.
I'll show you. See, this is where we have to configure the device administrator kind of thing. So this is he's a super user. Okay, he's able to log in. So you'll be creating the username and password, everything here. And for with database profile, as I said, you have to create profile here. I'll show you this. Still confused?
Yes.
No, it's clear, bit clear.
Can you tell me what is getting confused here?
Like with database, you're getting the user and you are allocating that user to the profile. Where to allocate the profile?
You know the password hashing in the device?
No.
It's in password hashing is a mechanism which is in pre-built in all of the security device. Like you'll be like what example I can give it to you?
But in GUI, where we can do it?
What? GUI only you're doing here, right? In the administrator section, if you create a new admin here and you could keep later, and you will be typing some password here. Okay.
Okay.
So if you create this is a normal without database login. You'll not get this data anywhere, right? Apart from this, you'll be adding directly here, correct? But with the local database, with database, what we'll do, we'll create one profile here, test one, okay? And in password, and for creating this with local database, we should be having the certificate for this. So once you click on this, you can able to see the password you can't able to see here, correct? Without database section, it is asking for password.
Okay.
You're creating an admin. Okay. So this is admin one. Okay, super admin one. So if it is in direct without local database, you have to enter the password here. This is the only one thing which will be stored here, correct? But what if if you want to create the local database for authentication. So it requires certificate. So once you click on that, directly it is asking for super user or super user read only or device administrator or device administrator read only. It will not ask for password here, correct?
Okay.
So what I'll do here, I'll click on device administrator here and then I click OK. Done.
Done.
So then again, we have to come here in the local user database section, user here, and here, once we click on add here, the name should be same. You can't mismatch the name.
Okay.
Caps lock, small, everything. Okay. Then you have to add the password here. Okay. I'll tell you one second.
Why it is done so? Why it is done so? Because the same condition we would have been done there also.
Yeah, this is very good question. I'll explain you after this. Okay. So once we'll create this profile first. Okay. So after this, wait, let me create the password. Okay, I have created this with the same username. Okay, and we have administrator profile here with the same username. And what we create, this is in without local database, and this is with local database. Okay. So who asked me this question?
Ashraf
why this difference is there?
Ashraf Ali.
Yeah, this is a very good question. I'll explain it to you. Once this commit is completed, I'll show you why we have to create in the two different manner. I'll show you the requirement.
Sir, what is the difference between super user and device administrator?
Super user having all the access. Okay, device administrator can't add any admin or anything. If you are login to the firewall with some of the restrictions is there. Like you can't add the admin. Some of the root access will not be having to the device administrator. The word itself, it is showing like it's a device administrator, like configuration kind of thing and all. When you want to enter into the core level, you need a super user role in the firewall, or else you can't able to do that. Or if you want to add any other admins or anything, you can't able to do that.
So can practice this type of application. Actually, I don't have this type of application to practice.
Your voice is not clear. And for super admin will be having the highest level of the access, and device admin will be having only high level of access. Can you able to differentiate between this highest and high level? Second point is super admin can create the admin account, but device administrator can't create the admin account. Super admin can manage the virtual system. Device administrator can't able to access. Super admin has a full configuration, firewall full configuration access. Okay, but device admins don't have that full access for that. There will be some restricted access, except like creating an account for the virtual systems and all. They'll be not having the access for that.
That means the device administrator is stick to one device, or they are allowed to access only one device. Is it such?
No, it's not like that. If you are in one network segment and if you want to give access to all, like if you are creating one device administrator, it will be in all the firewalls, right? Which all the firewalls you have pushed. Correct. You have 5 different firewalls in 5 different locations. Correct. But you don't want to go with that. What will do? Only four of the firewall they need to give the access to that device administrator, and one firewall they don't want to give. Why? Because that is in lab firewall. Like if you have some projects about the banking systems or some of the critical kind of things, projects will be going on, and the project manager will be having a requirement. They'll ask you like nobody should control our firewall. Like the company administrator will be there, right? They are not ready to give, or they are not ready to give the access to the company firewall engineer. Okay, they'll be keeping their own engineer for managing that project firewall. Because of the security. So in that case, you'll be not adding this device administrator role to the admin, right? Your company administrator. You'll be restricting that. But it depends, like which all the firewall you have enabled and which all the firewall you want to move. Correct? Okay. So this commit is completed. So let me come to the policy. Okay, yesterday we have created one policy, I guess, correct? Are you guys remembering that?
Yes.
Okay.
But we were not able to see the traffic.
Yeah, you are not able to see the traffic. I'll show it today. Okay. So what was the super admin name?
It was written earlier.
Admin.
Admin 1.
Admin.
And what is the device administrator name?
Device administration was admin 1, I think.
Yeah, device administrator is admin 1. Okay. So once you come here on the policy, firewall is a bit slow. So if you click on source, here is the username. Okay. So once you click on this, can you able to see the name which is suggesting?
Yes.
Which name it is suggesting? It is a super admin or device admin?
Device admin. That means,
why super admin is not showing here?
That means super admin is working on this and he's allocating the resources to admin 1.
Yeah.
Super admin is not in database.
Super admin for super admins and all, he is working in which plane?
in the control plane.
Control plane.
Yeah, and this local database admin device administrator is working in which plane?
He's also in the control plane, no?
No, the super admin credentials are not stored in database. That's why they are not calling here.
Yeah. So the local database what you are creating, you can able to use it anywhere in the this user can be used anywhere
Okay,
in the
okay.
firewall. For super admin, it will not reflect here.
So basically,
Why this local database or some this information is reflecting here in the sense you will be creating only once. Okay, if you are working in a big organizations or anything, you can't add the details each and every time, right? You will be syncing the data in local database, and if you add that group directly in the firewall, or like from the AD, then again if you are adding some other user in the AD, it will sync to the firewall.
yes.
Means this dashboard is managed by the super admin.
This dashboard is managed by the super admin and device administrator also, but the difference is super admin details will not get in the policy or any user details or anything.
Okay, okay, okay.
But device administrator, the local database what you are creating, you will get that the user administrator details in the firewall. Like if you just click on it, how I showed you, right? It is showing here, right? The admin one, but admin is not showing here. Correct?
Correct.
The reason behind that is they have given this kind of features here in the Palo Alto.
Okay, one more question.
Yeah.
Like super admin is doing super admin will do these changes or anything, any changes is to be made locally through console, or they can do it remotely.
They can do it remotely. Super admin has a full power.
Okay, okay.
You don't have any restriction if you are a super admin.
Okay.
And I'll show you, and you can restrict that thing also. Okay, I'll show you that. And we are next authentication is like external authentication. So can anybody tell me the names of the external authentication? I said.
I only know one.
Microsoft 360 and Okta Verify.
No, that is an MFA.
There's a-
Yeah.
That's
Radius.
Radius.
LDAP you take-
LDAP and Radius.
So for authentication profile,
Theoretically, sir, can you give us an overview of this Radius attacks and this?
yeah, I'll give it to you. Like this is an like external authentication method. Okay, there is nothing big deal in that. You have to just come here and you have to just keep the name anything, like if you are configuring the Radius for attacks or anything, like any kind of thing, you can just mention this Radius something name as per your wish, and you have to mention the domain here and local type here you can able to see. Okay, this all the external authentication types which is provided by the Palo Alto. Okay, local, as I said, you have to create the authentication profile here, and I showed you like local database. If you are creating this, you can add here. And for Radius, LDAP, TechAx, SAML is something like cloud-based identity provider. Okay, and we don't have that thing to show it to you. And cloud authentication service also we don't have. And Kerberos also, like we don't have that thing with us to show it to you to do the practice and all. Okay, Radius and all, you can get the image file of that server and you can configure Radius server by IP address, everything, and you can able to configure the Radius server or TechX servers or LDAP server, and you can do the lab. Okay, so let me show you the lab also. I'll show you the lab now. Then I'll at the end of the class I'll share the lab manual also. Okay. This is the official lab guide. Okay, so here you'll be having each and every steps here. Okay. Starting like initially we are talking about the portfolio and architecture of the firewall. We don't have any lab for that, and for initial configurations of the firewall we have a lab setup here, and each and everything is explained in a very detailed manner, and step-by-step procedure is shown here. Okay, so I'll show you this to you one lab. See, this is the image what they have given and lab guidance, each and everything, and with each and every step they have showed this to you.
Sir, have you made the WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
I'm not there in the WhatsApp group yet. If you can share the link in the chat, I can join.
Yeah, I'll share you in the link in the chat at the end of the session. Okay, well, let me finish this first. So guys, can you able to see each and every step they have given? A, B, C, D, correct?
Yes, yes.
So each and every step is there in the lab manual. There is nothing confused or if you find any difficulty in doing in this lab, you can just ask me. Okay, I'll help you out for that. I'm here there for you.
Can we have that? Like that? What are you showing? What are you showing?
This is a lab manual I'm showing. This is a step-by-step procedure that they have given to configure your lab. And initially they are showing you the diagram. Based on that diagram, you can set up your scenario. Or else, if you are not able to do that, what?
For practice purpose.
Yeah, practice purpose. You can practice this thing by seeing this lab manual. Okay, I'll show you this thing, right? Yeah, I'll share you at the end of the class. I'll share you the entire lab manual with you. Okay. See, after configuration, what are the things you can able to see, what are the logs, we'll get it here. Everything is you can able to see here. Each and every step they have showed these things with you.
This is the complete guide for lab.
Yeah, this is complete
All of
lab.
the, yes.
All the thing apart from this supplement part.
Okay, okay. 15 module lab in that.
Yes. This is an official lab training which has been created from the Paloalto itself. This is not my scenario or anybody created scenario. This will be shared by Paloalto itself if you are going with the tag training. And for completing this lab, EDA 210, they will be giving you only 3 hours for 75,000. So can we discuss about this LDAP configurations and all?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
I'll share you this lab, okay, after the class.
Okay.
Here we have a test machine, okay. Admin 1, correct? And this is the management, and this is our firewall. And this is AD server, correct? And for LDAP, there is like the port number is 389 TCP, correct? And 636 TCP. Then this is an encrypted and a non-encrypted one. Like this is an TCP. I'm not sure about this port number. Okay, I'll explain you the process. So first, what it will happen, like admin one will be requesting the firewall that I should log into the firewall, correct? So firewall, what it will do? Firewall should have asked to this database or LDAP server or anything, right? Without firewall will be not having that features, pre-built features in that, right? It will be like creating the external authentication with LDAP, Radius or TechX. So how the firewall will start the communication? There should be some services, right, in the firewall. Services, key or anything, correct? Guys?
Yes, correct, right.
Yeah. So what it will do, once the admin one is requesting the firewall will send a service request to the LDAP server. And it will ask for the database, like this user is mapped in this server or not. Then again, it will reply back with some key. Then he's able to, yeah, we have this user information in the server. Then firewall will get authenticated. Then the admin one able to log in, correct? But the twist here is, firewall. Did anybody heard about the Cisco ICE device?
Yes. Oh, yes, yes.
What
Cisco
it is?
AAA authentication.
What is AAA?
It authenticates user also. Means if the user is going to the credential, it helps means by the root certificate it generates to that person means, and then public keys exchange.
What is the full form of AAA?
AAA accounting, authorization, and
authentication.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So if you are using TechX or any kind of the external authentication device, what firewall will do? This, as you said, accounting and authorization. Sorry, accounting and what you said? Another one?
Authorization.
Authorization.
Authentication and authorizations features will not work in the firewall. Only, sorry, accounting, authorization, and authentication, right?
Yes. Hello? Yes. Yes. Authentication, authorization, and accounting.
Authorization, accounting. I forgot, guys.
The first authentication, then authorization, then accounting.
Hello.
Yes.
Voice is getting glitch.
Yes, authentication, authorization, and accounting. First, it will be authenticate with that user.
So authentication,
authorization, and auditing.
It's authentication, authorization, and accounting, correct?
Exactly.
So what firewall will do? Firewall will not allow the external server to authenticate and accounting. This feature will not work in this, in AAA. Or any external, like this two will not work. Only authorization will work. Why? because of they have this firewall company or security company will be promising to the client, right? They'll be having very secure device. So from externally anybody can compromise or anything, right? Only for the authorization purpose. Like, yeah, this is the admin details you have. Yeah, it will get the details. Apart from that, it will not allow anything to do in the firewall. It's only about the Palo Alto firewall. Don't compare it with FTD, Cisco. Cisco has a complete package of that, correct? And they own this TechX, right? They'll be giving the access to authorization to that TechX. But this Palo Alto will not trust any of the external authentication or methods. They are not authorizing or accounting. Sorry, authentication or accounting. They'll be just getting the details about the authorization, whether this admin is there or not. What happened? Somebody sent a mail message. Guys, did you understand this?
Yeah, understood. But what if AD got disconnected? Suppose I'm trying to log in through authentication profile and app, okay, and my AD got disconnected. I can still log into the firewall?
No, you can't able to log into the you can able to log into the firewall with the help of the super admin.
So through LDAP I cannot next time. So it means it's not storing any kind of database or any kind of cache in the firewall.
No.
Every time I have to get through the.
That is what I said. Firewall will only allow for the authorization, whether you are admin or not. It will get the details from the LDAP or Radius or any of the external server. It will just get the authorization details, but rest of the thing it will not allow. That is the feature because of the security purpose. Can anybody tell me what is authorization?
The amount of access you give to a user.
Yeah, the privilege what we are giving it to the user or any of the person, correct? That is called authorization, correct? The privilege what we are giving, that is called authorization, right? The same kind of thing. Palo Alto will check the authentication profile just to authorize the user, not more than that. Once everything is matched, key is matched, service is matched, then it will allow this admin one to log in to the firewall. That's it.
User is coming from. Sorry.
Okay, so using firewall, we will giving the privileges to to users, which they can access.
Like
the same question I was asking.
Yeah.
Who will say the user what you can do?
Who will say the
because user is creating in LDAP or third party services, correct?
Correct.
It is authenticating through the third party or through the firewall that you can come, you can access. But what you can do, how it will define?
Like, I'm not understanding your question. Like, we are talking about the admin authentications only as of now.
Okay.
See, if you are admin one and you have a database in LDAP, external server, correct? I just explain you like how the firewall will authorize, get the service from the LDAP server. You'll be configuring the LDAP server IP address, port number, some details will be added, right? What is that we call it as? It's a service, right?
Okay.
That you will be configuring in the firewall. Okay. Then with the help of the key or with the help of some tokens or anything, again it will share that the server will reply to the firewall that admin one is there in our database, correct? Then firewall will authenticate on that. And after that authorization, then again it will check for the admin role, like device administrator or super admin or anything. Then it will reply back to the admin. Then the admin roles will start from there. Can you able to understand the authentication method?
Yeah, but this is only in case of external authentication. In local authentication,
No. This is I talked about the external authentication. This is LDAP I discussed about.
Yeah.
And for Radius, there is an have you heard about CHAP?
No.
CHAP protocol. It works like challenge handshake authentication protocol will work. So you have to configure while if you are configuring the Radius server, like instead of LDAP, if you are going with the Radius, then you have to this CHAP authentication, like you have to use that. So again, same thing. It will be used for authorization. It will not allow to more than that to do anything.
So currently we are using which LDAP or Radius, like in present scenarios?
So anything you can use. In the lab section, they have mentioned LDAP.
And or in real world, practically, like enterprises and all, which authentication.
That is the in your organization, like they are suggesting you to do the configuration with LDAP, or else they will be asking you to do this thing with TechX. They'll be having TechX server. So which device, which server do you have? We have to act accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, Rohit, this is Asif. In comparison to local, external, and this LDAP servers, which one is the effective one to use?
it's again, it's all about your requirement.
Yeah, because in local setup we don't have any servers to maintain. No, in external we used to maintain
See,
server. Yeah,
see, if something like someone asks me if LDAP is not communicating with the firewall, then how will you log in?
yeah. By eliminating this LDAP scenario, we can just do that in a local basis itself. No.
Yeah, you can do that in local, or else if you want to authenticate from the LDAP, you can do that thing also. This is an option kind of thing. You have three set of option for the admin profile login. One is local, one is external, and one is MFA.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
And for the best practices, like everybody, like in the as per the security best practices, everybody is saying like first they have to authenticate with MFA, then with the credentials.
So
But
with the
nobody
database
is,
is preferred.
yeah, but nobody is going to do that thing. Why? Because like if somebody somehow if someone got the username and password of the firewall, then how it is? They can able to log in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this will be in management plane only. They can they are able to do the they will it will be in the control plane itself, and routing table will be separate. Correct.
In this
Like
scenario, we
what
cannot
if
use.
somebody has compromised your network, or somebody has compromised your firewall? They'll enter into network again. They can do anything, right? They'll be getting, they can crack the database, and they can uh, they can compromise the AD or data center or anything. They can do it, right? Once they enter into the network. Correct.
Correct.
Many of the these pen testing guys, like they'll first enter into the network, then they'll compromise AD, TC, everything.
So Rohit, one doubt.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not a doubt; it's a recommendation. For instance, like the recent CrowdStrike thing happened, right? So in our organization, we actually we log on to a jump server, which is a Windows jump server, and through that we log on to the firewalls on the management plane. So due to this CrowdStrike, the authentication, that jump server got down. So how do we actually design a network in such a way that our firewall, that we have another way to reach our firewall and log on to it?
No, did your firewall was down?
Only the jump server through which we access it.
So jump server, you are accessing it through Windows, right?
Yeah, that jump server is actually a Windows server. So through that we log on to PuTTY and then we go to these firewalls.
Yeah, correct. But
If your
that
operating
will
system
not
is already
impact the
down,
firewall.
then
It won't impact the firewall, but we won't be able to log in.
So like that is what I said, right? It's all about it's all the game about the admin, correct? So in your organization, super admin will be having like they'll be having access, like they can open it to the GUI.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
And here you can see one second, I showed this thing. This is also some kind of tricky kind of thing which will be useful for you guys. See here you can able to see the management interface. And who asked me this question?
It's Karan, sir.
Karan, this jump host IP will be permitted here.
Okay,
Correct.
so only through
So
that we
along
will be.
with that, your super admin, those who will be having full access, their IP will be also permitted here.
Okay.
So
Got it.
your jump host will be having only one IP, right? It will not change, right? That IP will be permitted here.
Got it. So all we need to do is add these permitted IPs to.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Again, we'll be login with the help of the management interface. If your device IP is added here, and if you are permitted to log in.
Okay, got it.
And guys, this all are the admin roles. Okay. So in web UI, like by default, every access will be there for the admin. And this is XML API is something like it is not allowed by the Paloalto firewall. It is not recommended. Like based on your requirement or anything, you can enable this features like to the admins. And in command line, again, you can create the super admin or super admin reader, super user. You can create that, and command line and web UI having all the access to the admins. And this REST API will be having like some, you can this, it is like customized access to the admin. Like once you click, it will be in the read only mode, and again if you click, it will be disabled. Like application filter will not work for this admin if you create this for admin one what we have created, right? If you don't want to allow him to create the objects, if you just click on this, it is disabled. If you don't want to allow him to create the policy, just click on this, it is disabled. If you don't want to create a network, anything, you can disable this. Or else you can give them a read access here. Okay. One second. Yeah, here only. So one click, it will be in the read access application groups. So what he can do, he can't do any changes. He can just see what configurations has done from the other admins. Okay, guys, this is all about today class. If you have any doubt or anything, you can ask me.
Sir, how we will be practicing the lab? Like we got any like setup on portal?
Yeah, you will be getting the access in the portal, right? Networking's portal.
Okay.
Hi, Rohit.
Yeah.
Have you created your own lab on the portal?
No, I haven't created the lab in the portal. So if you want, I'll create the lab in the portal.
Yeah, you can do so because yeah, there's a lot of trainers of a lab there. So mostly you can do that. If you
No,
do so, that
I'll
will be
create the
beneficial.
lab in the portal for you guys. So that lab will be shared with you by the networkings, or else I'll share you the image file. You can create your own
It
lab.
will be better that if you created lab and then we can easily find your folder there by your name. So that
Yeah, guys, what I'll do in the sense like I'll be creating the lab in the this VBNG networkings portal, as well as I'll share you the image file of VM yesterday, the VM which I am using.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
So if you did both the things, like you will be having some confidence, like yeah, we can able to do anything.
Sir, can you also add the link to your WhatsApp group?
Which link?
That the group you have created for the Paloalto batch.
Yeah.
I'm not in that batch, so if you can share the link on the chat, so we can join it.
Your name?
It's Karan. I'll type it in the chat with number.
One second.
So add me also.
Sir, add me also, sir. When you should and I have saved number chat.
Ashraf Ali, add me also, sir.
1 second, I'll share the link in the chat. So guys, I'm asking you this thing, like if you want to work in this VM or you want this EVNG lab to be set up in the networking portal.
So Rohit, I have access of like EVNG networkings.
So I would prefer the local machine because then we can experiment on a bridge network by actually exploiting.
Okay.
So I have like a 12 generation laptop and RAM size 24 GB, so it will be appropriate for like EVNG.
Yeah, that will be fine. That is more than enough.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Rohit, at what time these classes are starting?
9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
Thank you.
I have shared the group link in the chat. Okay. And
kindly share that lab manual as well.
I'm sharing the lab manual now. And you guys want book? Paloalto book?
Yeah, so if you can do it, share it.
Yes, please, right.
I'm currently using like Hyper 5. So will it be okay to like install this like Paloalto images in Hyper?
Yeah, that will be okay. Not a problem.
Yeah, I don't have Paloalto images, so you share it.
Guys?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Rohit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, please guide us how to set up a lab.
Yeah, I'll guide you. I have shared the document.
Sir, can you please accept us on the group? I believe it requires your class.
It's not required, I guess. Guys, I have shared the book as well as the lab manual, and those who haven't got this lab manual or book, can anybody share to them, like those who are joining now?
Yeah, I got it.
So as I'm joining the link, it is saying request send, waiting for admin's approval.
Okay, then like I'm not the admin of this group. Gaurav sir will.
I think it's yeah,
provide
it's
that.
Gaurav.
Yeah.
Comment on
So after that, like, you guys haven't, if you guys haven't get the books or anything lab manual, I'll share it with you again. Or else you can ask the group. Somebody will share you the book and lab manual again. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you face any difficulty, just let me know.
Sure, sure.
Rohit.
Yeah.
I have installed the VM workstation and Paloalto 10.2.
Yeah.
It's opening through DHCPI, not
Yeah.
which I configured the management. As
Okay.
earliest I have started, earliest I
Can you
have,
share your screen?
yes.
Just go to the settings. VM setting.
Okay.
Go to network. Yeah. So what IP you have configured here?
First, in network adapter 1, it's host IP.
Hmm.
Second one is a net. The third one is a host only.
Okay. And open the firewall. This is a direct firewall VM image.
Yes.
Okay. This will open it will open with the help of network adapter.
Yes.
It will. I guess you can't keep the IP statically. Like once you are getting only one IP address, with that IP only you can open it every day. IP will not be changed.
It's coming this DHCP new IP 188.168 64.128.
Okay, you're getting
I got
this.
message.
Your IP is getting changed.
No, not changing. It's stable, but it's 64.128, and I have to command IP 64.100, but it's not coming here.
I guess that will not work. Go to the edit.
Here, no?
Yeah.
Network person in this one to interface.
Yeah, here you can mention like.
But how to?
DHCP setting.
Just below there is a DHCP settings.
You can go to that or change setting. You can check.
Right click. It is possible.
There is no right.
Yeah. Remove network. Sorry, remove network and add network. Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
So
just go to the DHCP setting first. No, there only. Just close this tab. DHCP setting. Okay. So you have given default lease time is 30 minutes. 2 or 30 minutes.
Automatically configured.
Yeah. So that is the reason. You can just kept it as static.
How to get the statics?
Make it 0.
Keep hours 0 and minute 0. See.
Can't be editable.
Okay, just cancel this. Go to change setting. Internal private network bridge. Just click on bridge.
Bridge edit automatic settings. Yes.
Click on automatic.
It was already done.
Close this. Here on tab is there like automatic. Just click on that. Not automatic settings. Just click on automatic. The same direct adapter you can use Ethernet, Wi-Fi. Intel Wi-Fi 6 you can use, but I'm not sure whether we'll get internet or not after this. I have to check this first.
Virtual adapter, this one.
Wi-Fi device. Fourth option, fourth. I have to check this. I don't know actually. I haven't tried this. Let me check this. Okay. You want static IP, right? In the VM.
Already I've configured through command. Actually, let's me configure.
Rohit, where have you shared the VM link?
VM link. I haven't shared. I haven't uploaded it. VM link.
Okay.
You guys said you want this networking lab, right?
Yeah, we want networking lab. I was just asking because I saw a VM building. That's why I was asking.
Let me create that first.
But in future, sir, it will be remain only for the course. After that, it will be closed. This link. With networking link, after that, after course, it will be closed. They close the labs and all. So it's better practice to be.
They will give you for the 1 year.
Guys, you tell me like.
1 year is more than enough. We will be experts in 1 year.
Yes.
Rohit, how can we access the labs?
No,
that is what I am asking you guys. Like, if you want, I'll share the VM, or else if you want, I have to create the topology in the EVNG of networkings.
Both you can do if it is possible. You can share VMs and topology creation in networking lab.
You want both?
Yes, Rohit, it will be easy to relate with that to what we are going to learn in your class when you create your lab. Right.
Yeah, Rohit, it will be helpful because after 4 months, this lab,
Yeah, for learning purpose,
lab
it
will
will.
not be able to.
Yeah, exactly. After 3 months, it will be closed. Not for 1 year, it will remain.
Not for 1 year, it's only for 3 months.
Yes. Whenever this means this course will complete, then it will close.
But I came to know that it's only for
Guys, whenever you enrolled in any course, it is validity for everything is from there. I have already lab this lab for 4 months approximately.
Rohit, can we get access to EVNG?
Yeah, I'll get access to EVNG. I'm creating a topology now.
Okay.
I guess I have created one topology here. Okay. So
Rohit, can you share
Let
the link
me
for the
let me
credentials?
see. Have you
which
created topology with your name?
wait, I'm just checking it. 1 second. Yeah, it's Paloalto EDU 210 July 16. I'm creating that. Okay.
That is a folder or not a topology?
It's a folder.
where you kept it.
Hmm.
That is.
Can you what is the name of the folder?
It's Paloalto EDU 210 July 16th. I mentioned the name.
16. No, not a, no. I'm not folder. There's no folder. Right.
Server. I guess they don't have LDAP server image file, I guess. Windows server.
Rohit, can you share your screen so that I can see that whether it is the same lab or not?
Can you share your screen? I'll see it. We might
Okay.
have not access for this.
Okay, I can share. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah, this is lab, so I think I'm not seeing.
I am not seeing.
Can you all see?
Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll down.
No.
It's Paloalto EDU 210. Scroll up.
Where?
No.
No,
I guess they haven't shared you the access of that folder. Okay. So Gaurav will share the access of that folder to you.
Well, maybe. Or maybe that will be different racks because there are a lot of racks.
No. After I create the topology, they have to share you the folder link so that you can get the access first.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's like that only.
I think we are able to access other folders also because we got access to lab. After logging into lab, we are able to see all the folders, and if we check opening any folder, we are able to, for example.
Yeah, this is I have created a new lab here, Paloalto EDU 210.
Okay. Okay.
So you might have not access to this folder. I am sharing the folder name in the chat. Just now I created.
Yeah, but I think Gaurav has to share
As
the
I
link.
know, Gaurav has to share you the lab access.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
So,
can you also communicate
No issue.
that some of us are still pending to be joined to the group?
I'll inform Gaurav on this.
Yeah, because he has to admit us into the groups, and then only we'll be able to see what's happening.
Okay. I'll ping him. Okay. Let's see.
Sure, sir.
Initial configuration setup I have done. Like I have added here scenario. Can you guys able to see my screen?
Right, what's the name you have given that file?
Hmm?
What's the name for that file you have given?
I have shared it in the link. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is the scenario of the initial configuration. Okay. So this device is giving me
Is it directly connected with the net? There is no management.
no, it is connected to the management only.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just you do the initial configurations, and once you log into the firewall, you can able to do the basic kind of thing what we have done. Okay. Basic kind of thing in this is like initial configuration, managing firewall configuration, and managing firewall administrator account. You can do this.
For logging into firewall, will we need any like username password in the beginning?
Yeah.
You have to give IP management IP.
Yeah. That credentials will. Okay. That credentials will be shared. Just wipe it, then reconfigure, then see what will happen. Not able to stop this firewall.
It will stop.
Rohit, can you click left more? No, left side.
Yeah.
More option, more action.
Okay.
Yeah, stop all.
It is already stopped.
And
no, I guess.
It will take some time, and sometimes the system gets hanged.
So what to do at that time?
Just delete it all.
you can add one node also. I think you can add one PC as well, so that it's for web login.
Others, guys, I'll do one thing. Do you all have this? What I said.
Excuse me.
Laptop.
Wait. Actually, don't delete this one. Create the new one.
No, I haven't deleted that, but
we can add one more Paloalto here, na?
Yeah, you can add.
Likewise. Definitely system is getting hanged.
Okay, this is running still.
But the sidebar it is showing Paloalto stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the glitch of server.
Yeah.
Paloalto needs bigger
management. Okay. This is the exact thing. It will show here management. Okay.
Yes.
This is not a thing. So it is not.
Leave that one. We start this one only.
You were saying something for laptop.
Okay. Guys, is there any save option in this?
No.
You guys have to help me out in the EVM. Okay.
For what save option?
Huh? You guys have to help me a little bit about EVM. Okay.
Yeah.
How can I share you? In Zoom, we can share this
No.
file. No, right?
Google Drive or any other link I will.
Okay. Where I kept. 1 second. Let me check for that file as well. Mm-mm.
Are you uploading VMware?
Huh?
What are you uploading on? Single?
I have shared you the link of the Paloalto VM image, what I am using. Okay.
Okay. I have a question now.
You can.
It says live?
Now?
No, it's okay. Okay.
Now I have enabled access.
Follow. What can I say?
Is accessible? It's around
Yes,
4.8 GB file.
yes, 4.8.
Okay. Lab, I have done an initial setup, so you could have complete all this task. What other things is there for today? Okay.
How we will be using that? This is Palo Alto VM, right? So we have to install it. Like
Same in
on which
the
platform? Like
in VMware workstation.
okay, we have to add this image to VMware.
Yeah. So guys, do you have anything to ask about today? Class?
Yes, Rohit, you have shared the VM link, right? The Google Drive.
Yeah.
It already has the image.
Yeah, it already has the image.
Okay, thank
VM image. Directly you can open in the VMware. Okay, if possible, I'll get the EVNG file and the Palo Alto image file also, if possible. I'm not sure. Okay. And I'll set up in my laptop first, then I'll share it with you. So that you could have create your own topology and you can start working on it.
Yes, sure.
From where we can get the lab manual?
Lab manual I have shared you right in the WhatsApp group.
But it's asking for the authentication. We are not able to join that lab.
Yeah, so once Gaurav is approved, once you all able to log in into the join the group,
Okay.
then you ask me if it is possible, I'll share it, or else anybody those who have downloaded the file, they'll share it with you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Done, guys. Anything there to ask, or else we can close the session.
No, Rohit, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
you.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.